Alright, real quick before I just let the rest of the gameplay show off. So, I don't know why, but because of this bad device capture card I have, the audio sounds really bad, really muffled. This is not how it sounded when I was playing the game. So, I'm sorry about how the sound is. It is what it is, though. Like I said, I'm going to work on getting a better capture card in the future, before next Friday of the release date. So, yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that. How's it going, everybody? DarkAssassinKIX, and welcome to another video. And I'm going to be giving some of my thoughts on the Splatoon 3 Splatfest World Premiere demo. For those that were unaware, we did have a demo that was going on from, at least for Eastern Central Time, 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. yesterday on Saturday, the 27th. It was a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of people are just so sad that they have to go back to Splatoon 2 until we get the release of Splatoon 3. And I can't lie, I'm one of those people. I had a lot of fun. You just can't describe it. You absolutely just can't describe the feeling it was to play Splatoon again with updates, even though it was a demo. But my lord, the atmosphere and everything just felt so different in this new game, and it's just amazing. Uh, so, I mean, I don't really have like the biggest like list really, and this probably not be the deepest pros and cons you'll see from a YouTuber like me. Um, as far as like gameplay specific wise, I didn't really see like, well, there is differences because there is new weapons, and I gotta say, there are some weapons that the rollers is gonna piss me off. I will say that them rollers are going to piss me off, and there's a sniper that actually has a scope. Like, my God, bro, this is gonna be. I mean, different types of weapons is sure though, but my lord, this is going to be very, very interesting to combat and see. Um, and I also gotta mention this though, we couldn't use abilities, we couldn't level up or anything, so keep that in mind, by the way. We're using like the base stuff you would get as if you were like a straight up newbie. Um, Gameplay wise, obviously more variety of weapons, without question. For the most part, and I loved it, it seems that really every weapon is kind of balanced, but is not. But there wasn't really like anything where it was so OP. If you play Splatoon 2, the rollers are one of the best weapons to use in multiplayer. They cover the map so quick, and they have like long range when you try to do that slash or whatever. It's the same. I mean, you could definitely see a little bit of that in this game, but I feel like the other weapons can just combat that just as good though. So I am absolutely happy about that. It didn't feel so busted down. Now, obviously, how that goes on or how that'll be handled is totally dependent on how the updates go in the future. Hopefully, we just have to see if they be listening to the community so that hopefully they just make sure to just keep the weapons like balanced every time. So that's the main thing. But that's one thing I noticed, and I was actually just very happy about that. All right, as for the maps, they were very interactive. Mahi Mahi Resort, I think I was able to play that once without, and I didn't realize it. But I did have fun with a lot of the maps. I don't know if it was also me though, but the graphics seems really bright and more colorful in this game. Well, it's really more colorful than in Splatoon 2. I don't know, it may be me, but it seems more bright and more colorful and stuff. I also liked how when you're starting up a match, or when you die and respawn and stuff, you had to like shoot from your box or cube or whatever. That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. Now, as far as tricolor is to be concerned, now, first thoughts before I started playing, I was like, this is either going to be really good or really bad, because if you're going against a four-man team that is like super, and I mean super good, you're fucked. And it's like three teams versus each other, literally. But two teams have a really huge disadvantage. I was actually, and that's what I thought even with my first match in Tricolors. The orange team, I believe they were orange, beat the shit out of both parties. That it was like, bro, just end the game already. Just end the game already at this point. However, here was the weird thing about it though. The second time I went into Tricolor, or the third time, I think, and I switched the weapon, so I was like, all right, let me just try this weapon and see though. I don't know if it was because I played a lot better, or if the players there just wasn't as good as like the previous people that I played against in Tricolors, but it felt like if you, what's the best way to say this? Obviously, you need skills. And if you're in a bracket that has only 2 players, you got to be really skilled and know what you're doing. And I remember, we actually took over. Me and my other player took over the middle section for a good while actually. Like we were dominating at one point. So, and then at the end, we actually won. But it was interesting though because it showed the other team that had 2 players, victory for them as well. So then it's like, so is it, even though it's technically Tricolors, is it technically the two teams with only 2 players technically are together? Because that's when I was like, wow, that's actually smart. Because technically it's 3 teams, but it's like 4v4, they're going against 2 colors, and it's like, wow, that I don't know how to explain it though, but you'll see in the gameplays though, but it's actually kind of brilliant. And when I realized that and how the result screen was, because if you win, the other team will win as well, so it's technically like you're cooperating, but at the same time you're also going against each other more or less. It was like pretty interesting, and I was like, oh wow. So I think that was like such a genius thing that I never thought of that ever. I don't know if a lot of people honestly realized that when they were gonna do that with Tricolors, but that was pretty cool actually. So it's like teamwork, but not at the same time, or vice versa. And I really love that actually. It really caught me off guard, and I was like, wow, this might be really interesting to play for in the future. I can't lie. Now it might not be as broken or stupid as I originally thought. So, yeah, that was pretty great right there for sure. Something I really also like is how big and bright the city is. Now, let me say this. When we're not in Splatfest mode, this city looks horrible. I can't cap, bro. The city looks complete. I'm gonna be honest. It looks dog shit compared to when it's not in Splatfest mode. I can't cap. It's still big though, and let me say this though. The city is really big, and there's a lot of things going on in the background, which is pretty great. However, when it's in night mode and Splatfest mode, oh, you are going to see the best out of that hub world. I'm gonna show a little bit of clips of me roaming around the hub world, but man, Splatfest nights brings out the best in that hub world without question. It brings the best out of that hub world. The only thing I would have liked to see though is in Splatoon 2, the players they're there in Splatoon 2 in your own hub world, but they at this NPC doing something, whether they're just standing around or sitting down or whatever. It honestly would have been kind of cool if it was like servers or whatever, and you would see other players just like roaming around. That would have been pretty cool, honestly, to see like other players just roaming around, maybe some interactions or whatever. It would be pretty cool, honestly, to see that, but maybe they might do it in a future update, but that's something I would honestly love to see in the future. Like actual players just like walking around besides you. Kind of something like maybe in GTA you would, if that makes sense, maybe. Yeah. Some other things though is, the only way to training mode is if you go to the lobby, and well, that's pretty cool. And then there's like another room and stuff to roam around. I would have liked it though if there was still like a testing button that will bring you there as well when you're swapping your weapons and stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's just more of like a quality of life thing for me, and it's just like a lot faster to do it in Splatoon 2 than in Splatoon 3. But maybe it's me because that's more of like a quality of life thing. It's not the biggest thing and the biggest end of the world thing. The last thing I would say is this isn't really a negative to Splatoon 3, but the demo itself. There could have at least been a level cap or something to where we could actually level up some gears and stuff. Check out the store, but to be fair, I guess they didn't want to release too much. I mean, we're able to roam around in the hub world and play turf war games and stuff, so I guess there is that. And they didn't want to release too much, so yeah. But overall, I can't lie, I am definitely excited. I am super excited to play this for sure. When does it come out? September 9th. So how long is that? So I'm recording this on the Sunday. So next week, Friday, I am excited. This paycheck, I'm definitely gonna invest in trying to get a new capture card so it can so I can actually stream from my Nintendo Switch to my laptop. Because I do want to play this day one when it comes out. I'm still in my internship and we're still laid back, so until then I can definitely just do that. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, and one more thing. If you have not pre-ordered the game, I will put a link to the article as well as a video in the top right corner, just detailing like the pre-order bonuses and stuff and how you could get the game, where you could get it and stuff. Anyway, that's about it. Let me know what y'all thought about Splatoon 3. I had some of the most fun ever. This is also going to be a very long video because I'm going to just put like me just roaming around in the city, in the training room, plus battles and stuff on here. Probably going to be like a 30+ minute video, but honestly, I don't care. So anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of what you see on the screen. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.